Every year, hardworking Americans pay a significant portion of their income to federal government, trusting it will be used responsibly for the country's benefit. Yet many families are struggling to make ends meet, working multiple jobs, enduring long hours, and dealing with the rising costs. All the while, they watch their tax dollars vanish into the system riddled with waste. In 2023, Senator Rand Paul's Festivus Report, which I will link in the description, reveals an alarming $900 billion in wasteful government spending. This report shines a light on absurd ways the taxpayer money is being squandered on projects that defy logic, all while critical programs like Social Security remain underfunded. Let's dive into some of the most outrageous examples of waste, which range from bizarre experiments to poorly managed federal programs. These stories will not only shock you, but will also highlight the urgent need of reform. Barbie doll photos were used to get PPP funds. The Payment Protection Program, the PPP, was created to help businesses during the pandemic, allocated $800 billion to provide relief. However, fraudsters exploited this system. They used pictures of Barbie doll and Ken dolls to actually get these funds. Billions intended for struggling small businesses were wasted, depriving legitimate recipients of much needed support. We're borrowing money to pay the interest of our borrowed money. In 2023, the federal government overspent by $1.7 trillion. A shocking $659 billion of that was spent just to pay the interest on our national debt. This means we are borrowing money to service an old debt, a financially unsustainable cycle that leaves the future generations with an ever-growing burden. Monkey research facilities, $33.2 million. The Institute of National Health, which is NIH, allocated $33.2 million for maintaining facilities that housed monkeys for research purposes. These were Dr. Fauci's. These funds included paying pharmaceutical companies to care for these animals before they were shipped to research labs. While research is essential, the staggering cost of these facilities raise questions about efficiency and oversight. Boosting Egyptian tourism has $6 million. The U.S. Agency for International Development spent $6 million to promote tourism in Egypt as part of a broader $100 million campaign to date. While fostering international goodwill has its place, many taxpayers question why this money is being spent overseas rather than on pressing domestic needs. Walking hot dogs, a USDA study. Now, we're not talking about the food, we're actually talking about dogs, but the Department of Agriculture funded a summer study where they took 16 dogs of different colors and they walked them out in the heat and they measured their rectal temperatures. While this might sound like a joke, it's a real example of questionable spending. With the USDA receiving $1.7 billion annually, studies like this beg the question, how much of the money is truly necessary? Cats on treadmills, $2.7 million. A $2.7 million NIH grant went to Georgia Tech, which subcontracted Russian researchers to study cats walking on treadmills. These cats were shaved and they were fitted with electrodes to examine their movement. Pictures of these experiments are just heartbreaking. While understanding biomechanics has scientific merit, taxpayers may find it difficult to justify millions spent on such niche research. Payments to the deceased, $38 million. The government mistakenly sent $38 million in relief payments to individuals it already knew were deceased. This was known, but the urgency to get the funds out to people was not addressed. This error underscores a glaring inefficiencies in federal data management, wasting funds that could have gone to those who generally needed help. Lobster tank for the Department of Defense, $8,395. The Pentagon spent $8,395 on a lobster tank from a Virginia restaurant. The purpose of this remains unclear, but it adds to a long list of bizarre and unnecessary expenses from the Department of Defense. Ruined military equipment, millions wasted. The Department of Defense also wasted vast sums due to poor maintenance and planning. $89 million on ruined engines, $12.6 million on damaged transmissions, $68 million on ruined tank treads and vehicle parts. This mismanagement not only wastes taxpayer money, but also jeopardizes our military's readiness. Meth and monkey sleep studies. Yes, you heard that right, meth. $12 million. A portion of a $12 million NIH grant funded research on how methamphetamines affected sleep habits. While addiction research is valuable, many question why taxpayers are footing the bill for studies involving drugged monkeys rather than focusing on immediate solutions to the addiction crisis. Improper SBA payments to celebrities. The Small Business Administration Pandemic Relief Program was meant to help struggling entertainment businesses. Instead, it provided up to $10 million each to wealthy celebrities like Lil Wayne, Post Malone, Chris Brown, leaving many small businesses without any of the help that they deserved. This is just a highlight from the report. As I stated earlier, I'll link it into the description. So if this doesn't make you mad, read the full report and it surely will. With the new Government Efficiency Agency, some of this waste can hopefully be brought under control, and our tax dollars can go to things that would really help our nation. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please do that as well. Hit that little notification bell. And again, thanks for watching.